On other fields, on other days. That's the primary charge for the cadets of Army. But on this field, the seeds planted by the likes of Davis, Blanchard, and Dawkins certainly have produced victory. Welcome to Mikey Stadium at West Point, home of the Black Knights of the Hudson. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Black Knights will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Bulldogs' return team didn't help matters out much with that one. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't...
And he breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Running back goes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. The pirouette on the run. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll give it to the back. Makes a man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. You want to talk about a great way to start. Oh, they blocked it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Army's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Using the quick game. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time? SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, Dave. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and you're players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off season. This game is your opportunity to prove not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Fires to the big fella. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Wants to fire on second down. He's got the back in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Got his man quickly. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They have a first down at the 41-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. You've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. Back to throw, it's Becker. Unloads to the wideout. Man, ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Trying play action. Unloads to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Complete in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground right up the gut, looking for 6. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Louisiana Tech.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative, play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. The defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire, now on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting into position.
And the Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. On second down, he'll let it fly. Quick strike complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. From the gun, give on the inside.
Brought down at the 11-yard line.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw on second down. Finds it back in the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. They'll try it on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Black Knights will hustle to the line. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Army!
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul in Oxford who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Rice. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Complete to the left. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air, it's Becker. Turns it loose deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. He's looking deep. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in West Point for an entertaining first half than you? And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Blake Field inside Mikey Stadium.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here lighting it up here for the first drive and second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Got a man, it's Amano. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll call for the fair catch here. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
At the 45 on its way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Gonna run it. It's Pace. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Give to the running back. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Trying to find his man on first down. Complete to the right. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the ground game. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? DB's right up on the receivers. This is a designed run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Looking to throw, it's Becker. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Army has it back, and the offense ready to go. 1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. The give out of the gun. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
The give to the tailback. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
At the 11-yard line. Now, 4th down.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Offense set on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Shakes off the tackler. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The offense did exactly what it needed to do. Getting nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
19, Army, 7.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass spread. You got to keep your quarterback standing up.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
That, friends, is a busted play, incomplete. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Pressure coming. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down button. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They'll throw it on first down. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. If you have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. The receiver on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Love to see this when I'm a defensive guy. Why? Because they know they can't line up and punch me in the mouth and score a touchdown. They got to do something a little bit different. And guess what? We were ready for that too.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Trying to punch it in. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he missed it. No good. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the backfield, he's open. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Going up top on first down. Throwing right. It's caught. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Black Knights moving quickly to the line. Leads it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Amato. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done. They pick up the first down on the throwing catch. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you get more and more hits of the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for to score. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down. And need to keep that drive alive. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time. 2nd and 6.
He's tackled at the 9-yard line. Brings up second down.
On the ground, it's Pace. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Out of the shotgun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He only needs a... Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Looking to move it through the air. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into. And when he
for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, Dave. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in one game. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their football team to try to improve on and get this thing going.